Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eastwood for Life fan back with another monthly update, and this is movie pickups update for the month of November 2021. And we have one DVD, some Blu-rays and two 4K titles, movies to show in this update. And before we get to the movies, it's shout out time. And this month's shout out goes out to a fellow UK YouTuber who goes by the channel name of For the Love of Movies, and he's known as Mark. Recently just passed the number of 300 subs, so guys, please go over and check his channel out and sub to his channel. Always puts up comedic and fun movie content on his channel. A big action movie fan, and he loves his Sly Stallone movies. So yeah, with a great channel name like that, For the Love of Movies, why wouldn't you want to sub to his great channel? And his channel link will be in the description box down below. So to the only DVD that I picked up, and still surprised that this early 90s gangster movie Bugsy still, as far as I know, doesn't have a Blu-ray release, starring Warren Beatty, who plays the New York gangster who goes to Las Vegas with a dream of building a hotel and casino there. Great cast in this movie. You get Annette Bening, as well as Harvey Keitel, Ben Kingsley, and Elliot Gould is in this movie, and a winner of 2 Academy Awards, and it was nominated for 10 Academy Awards. This DVD release has an extended 13 minutes. It's an director's cut, which I don't think I've seen, but very underrated gangster movie Bugsy, and we definitely need a Blu-ray release of this one. On to the Blu-ray titles, a few spaghetti westerns. This is a upgrade on the Wild East US label, which mainly puts out spaghetti westerns. This is the Ugly Ones, also known as the Bounty Killer in Europe, which is the more recognizable name for the movie. Thomas Millian's first spaghetti western, this one from 1966. They did release this on a DVD double feature, so I'm happy to get this one in the collection. And speaking of Thomas Millian, picked up this German media book of The Big Gun Down, starring Lee Van Cleef and Thomas Millian, and what a great one this one is. Explosive Media German release, which I do have the US Grindhouse release in, and this one's a good addition. But the extended cut, which is the 110-minute cut, you can only watch with Italian audio with English subtitles. There is a shorter version with the English audio, but on this German release you get the 110-minute cut, which is I say 90% of the movie it's in English audio, and the extended scenes you get in the English subtitles. So had to grab this one, and it's a limited release now, quite hard to get hold of. 3 discs, Sergio Solima's classic spaghetti western, The Big Gun Down, with the Nino Morricone soundtrack. And for me, this one's a personal favourite of mine, and probably Lee Van Cleef's best spaghetti western movie outside the Dollar Trilogy movies. The Big Gun Down, where he goes after a suspected rapist in Thomas Millian. But yeah, great movie this one, The Big Gun Down. glad to pick this one up. And speaking of Lee Van Cleef, picked up the UK Eureka Sabata trilogy of movies, where you get 3 movies. The original movie Sabata, Adios Sabata, which character was played by Yul Brynner, which is originally Indio Black, but he titled it as Adios Sabata, and then Return of Sabata. And I'll be reviewing this and unboxing this in the Westerns for Life series feature to the channel. Yeah, great spaghetti western movies these. Glad to have these finally released in the UK. And the last spaghetti western is another German media book, and this one's Ben and Charlie, a early 70s spaghetti western comedy starring Italian actor Giuliano Gemma and George Eastman, and first time released on Blu-ray. This is a upgrade. I do have the DVD release of this one, and not a huge fan on, not big on spaghetti western comedies, but this one's a fun one. The spaghetti western comedies were made popular after the Trinity movies, but this one is kind of half comedy, and then the next half it turns into a more serious movie. George Eastman. And this media book is, I think it's limited to 1,000 copies. 2 small-time hustlers. They try to go their separate ways, but they keep on bumping into each other again, and they get involved in more trouble. Yeah, very good spaghetti western comedy, this one, Ben and Charlie, from another edition from Explosive Media in Germany. On to the last Italian movie, and it's not a spaghetti western movie, it's a Eurocrime movie, and yet again it stars Thomas Milian in this Umberto Lenzi Eurocrime movie, also starring Henry Fonda. And this is put out by Fractured Visions. It's their second release, and they previously released another Eurocrime movie. This one's Freehand for a Tough Cop, mid-70s, 1976 I should say, also known as Tough Cop, and it is region 3. And what a fine release this one is. Get the slip box, and you get the Italian cover. And this is a Eurocrime movie I haven't seen. I have seen quite a few Umberto Lenzi Eurocrime movies. One that's a favourite of mine is Almost Human from 1974 with Henry Silva and Thomas Milian. You get a booklet in this, which we'll have a look at. And this one's about gangsters. They kidnap a little girl with a kidney disorder, and the gangsters, they expect a healthy ransom because the daughter's father is rather wealthy, but a petty criminal played by Thomas Milian, he can help with some knowledge in the criminal underworld. There is Henry Fonda and Thomas Milian, and actually Thomas Milian, he played this character in 2 other movies, Brothers Till We Die and also Destruction Force. So yeah, the second release from Fractured Visions, giving these Eurocrime movies the special treatment. A lot of the Eurocrime movies you can pick up from Germany and the US, and they're starting to get released a lot more in the UK. And also you get these movie lobby cards in Italian, and a quality release. I think this release was under the £20 mark. So there you have Free Hand for a Tough Cop, aka Tough Cop. And another movie from the 70s, this one a classic, not really much of a musical, but this one's Saturday Night Fever, starring John Travolta as Tony Manero. Yeah, I've got to be honest, the very first time I'd seen Saturday Night Fever was on UK television as a teenager, and I watched a family version of this movie because many years later, one late night, I watched a more adult version of this movie and was really surprised how sort of much strong language was in this movie in the original cut, Saturday Night Fever. Probably one of John Travolta's most iconic roles from his movie career, Saturday Night Fever. The next 4 movies were actually shown in the video that I received from my good buddy Nick, the Last Shoegazer, in a trade package, and we'll just briefly go through them quick. From the Paramount line release of 48 Hours, the new restoration, 4K restoration, which I have checked out, and it's as good as it's ever looked for this 1982. Got the year on the slipcover, 1982, Walter Hill cop and kind of petty criminal, Reggie Hammond and Jack Cates movie. Yeah, the transfer is a lot better than the previous releases of 48 Hours. So yeah, guys, please jump on this one from the US Paramount line. And also, I received another 48 Hours. And why didn't they make a third movie? Because these movies were hugely popular and successful. Yeah, transfer is as good as it could ever be. Finally released on Blu-ray, and then from that package I got the sequel to Escape from New York with this one. Snake Plissken returns in Escape from LA, played by Kurt Russell. A missing title from my John Carpenter collection, the Screen Factory Collector's Edition. And the last title from that package is the 4th Hatchet movie, Victor Crowley, directed by Adam Green, and it is his creation of this swamp serial killer. And I now have all 4 Hatchet movies. On to some Van Damme movies. Finally released in the UK, this late 1980s canon movie, Cyborg. Van Damme in this futuristic movie. And this is the UK 88 Films release, limited to 3,000 copies. Where you get the slipcover, poster, and you get some movie cards. Yeah, low budget canon film, which was a minor success, Cyborg. And the next one is In Hell, early 2000. This one I haven't seen, and again from 88 Films, limited to 3,000 copies. A prison drama, this one. And did enjoy Death Warrant from back in the day, early Van Damme movie. from I think that was the early 1990s, and you get some movie cards. And I have been told that this one is pretty decent Van Damme movie from later in his career. Made the bulk of his classics from the 80s and early 90s. So there is In Hell, The Muscles from Brussels, and the last Van Damme movie, which is only released a couple of years ago, The Bouncer. Van Damme, he plays a nightclub bouncer struggling with life, and he also has the tough job of being a father and raising his daughter. The reviews on this one are quite good. Van Damme put in a strong acting performance in this movie, The Bouncer. Next one is a TV series which I'm going to embarrass myself. I still haven't watched a episode of Peaky Blinders, the BBC UK series, hugely popular, set in the Midlands in Birmingham in the early 1990s, early 1920s. Yeah, picked this one up they were literally giving it away in my CX store for £2 UK, so thought I'd give this one a go, Peaky Blinders. And I think they've made 4 or 5 seasons of this popular series, so yeah, let's give this a go, Peaky Blinders. Next two are 2 Ridley Scott movies, one of my favourite directors, a British director. This one's The Martian, starring Matt Damon, about a astronaut who is stranded on Mars, and his team thinks that he is dead. Also starring Jeff Daniels. Yeah, hugely successful movie, this one. They didn't realise that it earned that amount of money at the box office, earning over $600 million worldwide. And they did put an extended cut of The Martian, which I'll check this one out first, which that one has an extra 10 minutes. So if I enjoy this one, I might pick up that 4K release with the extended director's cut, The Martian. Guys, if you've seen this movie, let me know on your thoughts on this one. Not the biggest fan on sci-fi movies. On to the last two, and they are 4K titles. One more Ridley Scott movie, Black Hawk Down, about a dangerous mission in Somalia. Great cast in this movie. You get the likes of Ewan McGregor, Eric Bana. Also, I think Tom Hardy's first movie role was in this one. Then you get the 2 cuts of the movie. You do get the extended cut of this Ridley Scott movie, and I picked these up in the 2 for $30 4K deal, and had to pick up this action movie, Cliffhanger. I would have picked this one up a long time ago, but I kept thinking that they were going to put a steelbook or a 4K collector's edition of this Stallone movie, and one of his best movies, easily in the top 10 action movies that he did, Stallone, where he plays this mountain climber who has to rescue a stranded group of people, but he doesn't realize that the group are a group of people that are involved in a bodged up heist of cash. Also starring John Lithgow and Michael Rooker in this movie. One of my favorite Stallone movies outside the Rocky and Rambo franchises. So yeah, pleased to have Cliffhanger in my Sly Stallone collection. So guys, there are all the movies that I picked up in November 2021. Guys, let me know your thoughts on those movies. Hope you're staying healthy and well out there. Stay tuned for more content on the channel. As always, keep on collecting and keep on talking movies. Take care, guys.